Well, it's Memorial Day weekend, which means a lot of people will be taking advantage of the unofficial kickoff to summer by partying. Is it the reason for the holiday? No, but that's what people do, and Metro knows it. That's why they join us now with a warning for impaired drivers. This Behind the Badge Officer Laura Villicana and Traffic Lieutenant Anthony Cavarici are here now to tell us about their planned Super DUI Blitz this weekend. Good morning to you both.
Good morning, and thank you, Alyssa. We're happy to be here, and just really to remind the community that there are safer, responsible options if they are going to be drinking this weekend. But you said it. We want to warn the community that this weekend we will be out there. We will be looking for impaired drivers, and we ask, be responsible, Las Vegas. There are other options, and please save a life, even if it's yours. And here to tell us a little bit more about it is Lieutenant Cavarici.
So a lot of people may be wondering, well, why are you warning people? You're going to give them a heads up, but that's the whole point, is to not have impaired drivers, right?
Right.
So tell us about this DUI Blitz and why it's called the Super DUI Blitz.
So Metro, along with the sheriff's goals of reducing our fatal collisions, obviously impaired drivers is extremely important when it comes to doing that. In the previous 3 years, 47% of our fatal collisions involve some sort of impairment.
Wow.
So if we're going to reach the sheriff's goal, we got to stop impaired drivers. And then as far as giving the warnings out there, we just don't want people to drive impaired. We're not looking to, arrest everyone. That's, here's your warning, stop driving impaired, look at your options. If you plan on drinking, whether it's at a barbecue, a dinner, call an Uber. So anyway, we do monthly DUI blitzes. This weekend specifically is a super blitz, and instead of doing it for one night, we're doing it for a span of 3 nights. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, to kind of hit the whole weekend. We're going to be having officers from each area command come out and participate. We're working with our OJ partners, so North Las Vegas, Henderson, NSP. They're going to come out and participate with us. So we're going to have a pretty large police presence. We're going to touch every single area command and looking for our impaired drivers. And that's kind of what the Super Blitz is. And
I was asking you before we started, how is this different than a checkpoint, and is it a checkpoint?
Well, a checkpoint is different. I'm sure all the viewers see on TV, or maybe have gone through one themselves, where a checkpoint, we have a roadblock, everyone kind of comes through, and we look for impairment as the vehicles come through. This is different in the sense that we are out there actively seeking impaired drivers based on their driving pattern. So this way we're doing it, it gives us a different viewpoint, so we can see their poor driving behavior, which would indicate a impaired driver.
Okay, probably easier to spot that way. Thank you guys for coming in. Of course, you can get a DD, get a ride share, a cab. We still have those. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Alyssa.
All right. And if you have a question for Metro, you can send us an email to behindthebadge@fox5vegas.com. Ken?